Hey everybody. So I have missed a couple of days worth of film videos, and I don't know if it was just the environment. I couldn't get it quiet enough in here, and also my mental. Oh, sorry, I bumped the table that you guys are on. My mental. Wasn't doing so good the past couple of days. So I'm going to take you through explanation today on what's going on with my medical. And I'm going to start not with the beginning of this stroke, but I'm going to start with 2029, 2019 rather. In November 2019, I was full-time working, no problems, no nothing. And I woke up one day hyperventilating and having a panic attack. We thought it was just regular panic attack. We didn't realize it was anything. So I took my anti-anxiety meds and I called in sick, and I took it and I slept the whole day, and I woke up the next morning prepared to go to work, and I still had an anxiety attack, and I called in and I went to the emergency room. They found my blood pressure was jacked straight up. It was my blood pressure was over 300, and my blood sugar was as well. They immediately treated it, lowered my blood pressure, started me on a course of medication for my blood sugar being so high, and I was getting ready to go. That was a Friday and a Saturday, and I was prepared to go back to work on Monday. I called them up on Monday explaining what's going on, and they advised that I take the until I was healthy, I shouldn't come back in. So I was resting and taking the medications, and Wednesday I went back to the emergency room because I wasn't doing well. I was still having anxiety attacks and everything, and they found my blood pressure was out of control and my blood sugar was out of control, even more than it before. So they took a blood sample and they found that I had the troponins, which is what happens when you have a heart attack. You release these enzymes into your bloodstream, and I wound up having a bunch of tests done after that, and they found my EKG. They diagnosed me with acute hypertrophy, which means one of my left ventricle was not pumping correctly due to the high blood pressure. Was damaged the heart. What they wound up doing is they left. I was in the hospital for 3 days and was released. Then this scheduled me for more tests. Before Christmas, I wound up back at the hospital for the same, for some symptoms, and or was that after Christmas? It was between Christmas and New Year's. There's been another 3 days in the hospital. They did a nuclear stress test on my heart. They did a echo of my heart, echocardiogram of my heart, and they found I wasn't having a heart failure. Because I have heart disease running in my family. Fast forward to now. I'm gonna take you through what is a stroke and everything, and explain why I explained that to begin with. They believe back then that I had a transcendent trastemic ischemic attack, which is also known as a mini stroke. And was causing all the issues that then it started causing the syncope. And that it's also, strokes are known to have anxiety attack features along with them. There are two main types of stroke. There's ischemic strokes, which is blood clots that develop. They're known to the causes of them are known to be high cholesterol and diabetes. I do not have high cholesterol, and now I do have a diabetes, which we are treating. My A1C was at 1.14, and now it's down to 5.5. And there's also what they call hemorrhagic strokes, which are the brain bleeds, and that's what I had for both of them. They're known to be caused by blood pressure and being born with a weak cell in your heart. It's and the different parts of it. There's different types. There's a brain bleed that is bleeding between your brain and your skull. There's the one where you bleed inside your brain, which is what I had. And there is one where a weakened blood vessel balloons outward, and it doesn't have to, but bursts. That's what I had in 2019. I had a blood vessel that expanded, and it hadn't contracted yet, actually. And it was a structural deformity, and this was all due to a structural deformity present from birth. It was nothing that I could have prevented. So when I had there's three types. There's mini, there's normal, and there's extreme, or and normal is normally a small clot, or where they can go in there and bust it up, or a small weep, not like pumping in your brain. So you have the same issues, but it's a lot easier recovery. The hemorrhagic strokes take a lot longer to recover, and because I've had multiple concussions, including that night, it greatly enhances the recovery time. They went back through and they looked at my old scans and found the ballooned vessel from 2019, and they looked at my scans from September, and it was missing. Their belief is when I had the major hemorrhagic stroke, that was a major bleed, that it lowered the pressure enough so it contracted the blood vessel, and it may or may not have repaired it. But we're keeping a very good eye on my blood pressure, trying to make sure I don't spike my blood pressure, so it doesn't open back up. And because if it does, it can pop and I could have another major stroke, another hemorrhagic stroke. So that is what's going on. So apparently multiple different strokes, and they cannot explain to me why a hemorrhagic stroke takes for so long, and once the blood is receded from the brain, why I don't gain my function back. They're unaware. The brain is still a mystery, and they're studying and doing many studies. The Mayo Clinic is spending most of its budget this year actually on strokes and brain blockage of arteries. That is today's video. Thank you for watching. I'll catch you next time I turn on the camera, and thank you for watching. If you feel you're not obligated, but anything, this is what you can do if you like to help me. 1, subscribe, like the comment below, ask a question, please. Any traffic I get you on my page will help other people get on, and will help me monetize to earn to be able to earn a living doing this. The other thing is I have a GoFundMe and a Cash App that helps buy equipment, modify the house, and put gas in Audra's car, my partner's car, so she can come see me more often. You're not obligated to do anything, obviously. It's free will. Like, from the bottom of my heart, my friends and family that have helped me out already, I appreciate it, and I hated to ask for help. And it makes me feel, I don't know if dirty is the right word, but oh, and the other thing is, if anybody knows me since I've had this stroke and I lose, since the 2019, and I kept saying I lose words. That's weird because I know the words just, it's worse now, and that is due to having a stroke. So clearly, symptoms of mild stroke were happening the whole time. All right. I'm going to sign off now. Thank you for everything.